you shouldn't believe everything you read online. The internet is a hellhole of misinformation.
Hello, people, and welcome back to the Salem Intruder, where today is the annual Big Summer Blowout. Now, I could spend hours sitting here apologizing for not posting a video in like 20 days, but let's just move on to Pooper Scoop. Stephanie is here, I guess. I don't get why you can't just bring Trip back instead, who I actually care about. Stephanie is kind of a bee and needs to chill. Like, just date Alex, bro. He's very hot, obviously into you. I don't know why you wouldn't just date Alex. He's Ben. Just date him. Number 2, Kayla and Marlena kidnapped. John and Steve are apparently not allowed to tell anyone that they got kidnapped, which I don't think I even ever saw this scene. So I don't really know what's going on. It felt like they skipped over a big chunk or whatever. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. They can't even tell the ISA because Orpheus Morpheus has people on the inside. Also, Kate. Kate is now also kidnapped. I feel like they're really not giving this plot enough attention. They're jumping back and forth. Stefan's getting zapped in the brain. These other people are having problems with Kristen. And then, they're getting kidnapped for 5 seconds, and then you're on to something else. If you're gonna do a plot like this, where all these main characters are getting kidnapped, invest. Spend your time and do it all together, Carlavati. Number 3, I want to address some rumors swirling about my boy, Orpheus Morpheus. Some claim that he is a menace to Salem, that he is not, in fact, here to make a fresh start. And this is, of course, poop. If he wants to live out his vengeful fantasies, who am I to stop him? He's in his girl boss era. #slay. We stand Orpheus in this house, and if you can't accept that, you may leave. On to the top stories of the summer. Ava sucks now. I don't really care that she's grieving. I mean, in reality, no one sucks this much without it being deliberate. And she's trying to call herself Demera now. She's got no class. She is a terrible excuse for Demera. Comment down below if you would like to see a video of me ranking the Demeras. As you can see here on this infographic displayed on the screen, I have updated the blackmail infographic. It has a new type of blackmail, which is called family heirloom. Threatening someone with a family heirloom that you will break if they don't do something that you want. Characterized by waving said heirloom around as if you were about to drop it, then dropping it, breaking it, and saying, oops. This type of blackmail preys on the recipient's sentiments. Comment down below if you would like to see a video of me explaining blackmail theory. Number 2, Li Shin is the worst. Firstly, bungling isn't a word. Change my mind. Li Shin is too much. He needs to chill out and calm down. He's quite obviously not good enough for Gabby, and he's not even a good enough villain for me. And you know how much I love villains. He's like, I can be the villain. I can. I know that he can't be the villain. He doesn't even have the real Rolf. The real Rolf wouldn't be this bungling. Ultimately, Li Shin is a failure as a villain, and ultimately this failure chalks up to Carlavati. Oops, too villainish. Speaking of Demeras, what happened to EJ? He's literally the best looking dude on the show. He's got no woman. He's in a constant state of hard times. He's projecting it onto other people. He literally has this conversation with Abe, and Abe is like, what's wrong? And then he's just like, my family has gone through so much loss in the past decade. Line of the week. #line of the week. Now listen, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because he was dead for most of the past decade. But I'm going to assume he's referring to the family heirloom that Ava had destroyed earlier that day. R.I.P. Wineglass Demera, dash 2022. Without further ado, the Queen Bee. This week, the Queen Bee goes to Kayla for the cold reception she gave Orpheus when he showed up at her house. What a rotten host. So clumsy with glassware. She broke a family heirloom. Now for this week's announcements. Intrusive Investigations premieres next week. Summer is officially over, and that means it's time to start Intrusive Investigations. Next week will be the first episode of this new run of investigations, so don't miss it. Currently, the plan is to investigate Marlena, Kayla, and Kate's kidnapping It seems like the pacing will be right for me to investigate it before the resolution happens. Lastly, for announcements, Days of Our Lives is moving to Peacock. As some of you may know, Days of Our Lives is moving to Peacock on September 12th, 2022. It's important that we all make the switch so they won't cancel Days of Our Lives. Thank you for watching the Salem Intruder. Follow our Instagram, like and subscribe, and see you next time.